Hey, welcome to another great episode here at the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. I'm your host, Chef Sam Peters. Good to have you with us today. Today, we're making my Southwestern Cornbread. It is mouthwatering good and super delicious, especially with what we're adding with it today. We're going to be pairing it up with some brisket and some brown beans, and so it's going to be really good. But we get a lot of requests on how to make this. We thought it'd be great to put this out as its own little episode. So we hope you'll enjoy it. But before I get into that, let me share with you, as I do every episode, the two things that Joyce and I are most passionate about. We call it the gospel of good taste. The first thing is that we believe everything's about stewardship. James 1:17 tells us that every good and perfect gift is given to us by God, and food is no different. Food is a gift, and we want you to be a good steward of that gift. So what we teach you here today, we hope will help you make every dining experience great at your house. The second thing we're passionate about is community. We believe God created us to be in community, and we also believe there's no greater metaphor for it than food. Jesus was constantly sitting down, eating with people, and building relationships. And so our hope is that when you gather people around your table, it will once again be the sacred place and sacred time God always wanted it to be. Well, as we get into this Southwestern Cornbread, Joyce is going to share with you all the ingredients. Joyce?
All right, this is going to make approximately 12 muffins or one 10-inch cast iron skillet. You need 2 cups of white cornmeal, 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, 2 tablespoons baking powder, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1 finely diced jalapeno seeded, 2½ teaspoons kosher salt, 2 cups buttermilk, half a cup of canola oil or vegetable oil, 1½ cup corn kernels, and you can use fresh or frozen, 1 cup of grated sharp cheddar cheese, 1 cup of finely diced yellow onion, and ½ cup of diced green bell pepper.
All right, thanks, Joyce. And one of the things that I want to highlight with this as we get into this, again, this is our Southwestern cornbread. Now, if I was making just a regular Southern cornbread, we'd probably add a little bit more sugar. A lot of these vegetables wouldn't be in there, although I still love jalapenos in my cornbread. So we would make it a little bit different. This is my Southwestern version. So again, all of our dry ingredients are already in the bowl. So I just like to take my spoon and just generally combine those together. Okay, just get it kind of mixed up in there. All right, then we're going to begin to add in some of our liquid. Okay, in goes that buttermilk. And I love buttermilk cornbread. Now, if you want to make it with regular milk, you can, but you're cheating yourself, okay? It's so much better with the buttermilk. I'm going to stir that around a little bit. I'm going to add our oil. Love myself some cornbread. And, you know, typically we've got several folks to serve this to, so it really works well to make this in muffin tins, and it'll cook a lot faster that way too because it's smaller portions. But it really works well in just making this in a muffin tin for just individual corn muffins. We love to make this in a cast iron skillet and then just slice it in pie shape too, so that works well for us. Now, when you mix your cornbread, if it just seems a little too dry, just add yourself a little bit more buttermilk in there. All right, and then to that we're going to add our corn. We're going to add our cheddar cheese here in a second. I want to try to keep all this combining as I go. All right, cheddar cheese. Just keep mixing all of this together. This cornbread comes out so good. All these vegetables and cheese in there.
It's a meal all by itself.
It is. You know, Joyce, I almost forgot. I forgot to put my salt in there. So we're going to put a little salt in there. Almost forgot that. We had some red jalapeno. Now I'm glad we did because we're using green bell pepper, so I'm glad we had the red jalapeno. So we kind of balance that green and red out. In goes the bell pepper. And I just kind of like to mix it all in a little bit each time, so it gets well distributed in the mix. And now finally we're going to put our onion in there. Now if you don't like onion, you could take it out, of course, but this is my version of Southwestern cornbread. This is how we like it. Lots of flavor. Don't settle for just plain old cornbread when you can get all this other good stuff in there too.
Look how colorful that is.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That looks fantastic. Okay. Just aside just a little bit. So we have our muffin tin here. And I'm just going to spoon maybe 2 tablespoons in each
Approximately a
one.
1/4 cup, probably.
Yeah, probably about a 1/4 cup. I have a hard time with getting a 1/4 cup of getting it to all hit inside the muffin tin. I make a bigger mess than I do anything. Just slide that down in there. So we have our oven set at 375 degrees.
And even though we put these in individual muffin cups, I did spray the pan because the way we're filling these, they're going to come up and kind of puff over it. So I want to be able to get them out of here without ripping that muffin top too much. And we hope in theory that that'll work.
In theory. Yeah, don't be afraid to experiment in your kitchen. Never let the kitchen intimidate you. Just go ahead. If you feel like you need to do something, give it a try. You can always make it again, right?
And it looks like this is going to make more than 12. So we've got a small cast iron skillet. We're probably going to put the remainder of this in a cast iron skillet. And
we'll call that the chef's portion.
that's right.
That'll be good for dinner later.
This recipe might make 24 muffins.
Well, I wouldn't go that far,
But yeah,
maybe 20.
depends on how full you fill them.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty.
All right, looks pretty good. All right. So we're going to get these in the oven. We're going to bake these for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll check them. Again, they don't take nearly as long as if you're making a whole pan of cornbread. So we're going to bake these for about 15-20 minutes until they're golden brown and done on the inside, and then we'll show you what they look like when they all get done. See you in a little bit. Hey, we've had a blast today making a southern dinner around here at the Pastor's Pantry. And so, Joyce, you get a good shot of this. Here's what we have for you today. We have some slow smoked brisket, and for that, we've got another episode out there on our brisket, so you can go watch it. And the only difference that I made today for this is that I use our Kona coffee rub and a little bit of extra black pepper on the outside of the brisket. That's the only thing different I did with this one, okay? So that's all prepared for us. We're going to top that with a little bit of our Patter Fam sweet barbecue sauce. It's going to be a great complement to that black pepper. And we coated that pretty heavy. And then we have some fried potatoes. Now I like mine a little spicy, so I've topped that with a couple of thin slices of red jalapeno and a little bit of parsley. And then we have our Southwestern cornbread, and we're going to top that off with some brown beans that we do our way. This is not like soup beans, this is like brown beans. And we put some extra brisket tips in there. So how's that sound to you, huh? That look great? What a fantastic meal. I'm looking forward to eating this. I'm I'm anxious to get a taste of this. We're going to start off with our brisket. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't
didn't
know.
even need
I don't
a
know why
knife.
I needed a knife. It is so stinking tender. It's incredible. Oh. I don't think I even need to chew it. You can just swallow it. It's that tender. Incredible. See, watch this again. See that? Just with my fork. Just pulling that away. Fantastic. Mmm. Super delicious. Okay. Love it with that sweet barbecue sauce. That nice peppery Kona coffee rub we have. Very good compliment to that. Excellent. All right, we want to give a try of our Southwestern cornbread and brown beans. And again, we've got onions and all kinds of good stuff in here. We've got brisket. Those beans will knock you off your feet. I'm telling you, you have to try these. If you're used to just eating regular old soup beans, you have got to get this recipe and try it out. It is absolutely knock you off your feet. It's fantastic. Joyce, I can't wait to eat this with a big glass of cold buttermilk. That's
With some
my
black pepper.
Oh, black pepper, absolutely. So let me try our. I want to try our fried potatoes, and I want to get a piece of jalapeno in there too. Perfectly tender. Season those up. A little salt, a little pepper. We've got some garlic. We have some onion in there, and some smoked paprika. Cook that all up. Fantastic. Listen, y'all. You can find these recipes all out on our website, patterfamsauces.com. Go check them out. Download them, print them, cook them up. And when you make this, I know you will, I want you to post it out on our Pastor's Pantry Facebook page so we can brag about you. That's fantastic. And you also can you can watch me make this, okay? You can get this episode and a whole lot more out on our brand new YouTube channel, the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. Check it out real soon. Make this. I know your family's going to be loving on you if you do. All right? Blessed cooking.